Get the music going. Hi! Is there static or is this normal static? Sometimes my mic has more. No, okay. The gartic thing. I'm sorry. I know. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but guys, I don't think I could be that funny today. I'm like tired and a little sick feeling. Ooh, what are you playing as, Maria? Hi, by the way. Which, also, thank you for watching all those VODs. I saw your comment earlier and I was like, oh my god. Hi! I know, there's a lot of not reading Homestuck in the middle of all the Homestuck reading. But yeah, I figured I'd rather not force myself to do like a fun party game stream if I'm not in a party game mood, because then look, if I'm not having fun as the host, no one's having fun. So we're gonna relax. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna work on the model today. I might just doodle. I think doodling might be more fun. I've been rewatching Hiroaka lately. Look, I'm sure random doodles are probably more fun to watch anyway. Did I see what? What I miss? We'll just do thumbnail size, why not? Oh yeah, Deltarune 3 and 4, I was gonna talk about that. We know what series I get to start in June now, right guys? I may have played the other chapters before I started streaming and kind of missed that boat, but hey! Now I can play those live. More voice acting, yay! How exciting. We'll see how that goes. I don't have pre-made voices for those characters like I do for Homestuck. Well, I'm sure Deltarune's not gonna be as expensive as like a Switch game. Though it is on Switch. I'm looking at you, Toby, you better not. How much were the other ones? I don't even remember. Hold on. 20? Oh yeah, okay. I can afford it, $20. Don't worry guys, you can live vicariously. Kaka poo poo pee 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 kaka. Ugh, Steam isn't loading. You already told me the answer anyway, who cares? Oh, the Guardian's Mantis skin? It's a nice one. I got the robot one from the Battle Pass. Not that I've opened that game in a million years. Lucid, he's not gonna hear me say this, but when does Lucid ever not have a no audio stream, honestly? 90% of the time, bro can't hear shit. It's okay. I appreciate the dedication to have the... See? You don't have to do it. If I need to tell him something, I'll tell him something. You're free today. I am, bro. Still at work making bank, baby. New phone? Hey, yo. Nice. Shut up. I gotta flip my phone over. I keep looking at it. Also, yeah, no model. But that's usual for art streams because the model bugs out when I'm leaning over my tablet. I don't even know what I'm doing. I didn't want to skip stream, but I'm really tired. Maybe I should. If I come up with an idea, I'll go back over there. Maybe I should just work. Have I seen the what? Also, how's the music? Is it quiet? I feel like it might be quiet. Turn it up a little bit. You know, I guess I could work on that. I'll do it. It's not like I care. I'm not fucking doing anything anyway. Guys, I'm trying, I promise. He just hates me. Bro, I'm timing him out. I'm timing him out for that. He gets a 10-second timeout for that. Bastard. Alright, yeah, I'll open it. I'll open it. How dare you watch something else instead of me, you monsters. Download update? No, I'll do it later, dude. I'm not doing that. Homestuck opening. Open up, baby. That's what you get for muting me! You bastard. Okay, wait. I guess we could just... Oh, no, not that one. Hold on. Put that away. That. No. That. Oh, but that's showing OBS. That's the wrong one. Wait. Oh, CSP is just above it. Okay. I can just close it. There we go! I haven't touched it since I last saw the update. Sorry, guys. Oh, next week is 4/13 too! Ooh! I hope I could stream on Sunday. Hi, Spike! Wait, is this going directly in OBS? Because that's gonna sound god-awful. If it is, hold on. Needs to play a sound. Okay, played a sound. Now it's on here. Yeah, it's going through game. We'll take it out of there. It's pretty quiet though, it should be okay. Maybe I should leave it in game where I can control how loud it is. I think that's a good idea. Hold on. Put it back to game. Make it real quiet. We don't really need to hear the sound. I already timed everything out. Okay. The Egbert. Where did I leave it? That's where I left it. Oh. But this is also gonna be annoying. Do I even want to do this? It takes like focus. Oh my god, really? Oh. Oh. Don't say that to me. I'm old. Twitch is overwhelming. I'm honestly scared. I'm scared of Twitch now. I spent too long on YouTube. Now it's comfortable and now I can't branch out. Anyway. How was I even doing this? Oh, it's been too long. This is what happens when you put down a project and you don't touch it for a while. You forget. You've forgotten. Okay, wait. So I have to hide that for sure. We could turn on onion layers. Turn that off. I gotta turn the colors off. So I can fucking see. Turn that off so I can see. Okay. Is this the line art color I've been using? I don't remember. Let's find out. No, it's the same? No, the darker one. This one? That one. Okay, we found it. So we want to bring that down. New layer. Okay, I did it. I'm back on it. Try The Sims? I think I have. Not a big Sims guy. I've never been creative enough to play with Barbies either. No, it's fine. Because, like, look, I don't even know what I'm doing today, okay? I'm here. Oh god, oh god. Oh god. Nah, I'm doodling. I give up again. I'll save it though. We'll save so that I don't have to do that next time. It takes too much focus. Dude, I'm a little sicky, I'm a little out of it. We're gonna doodle just whatever I feel like. I could do requests, maybe. So this isn't a complete bust of a stream. I'm not this bad of a streamer, guys, I promise. This is a one-off. It's a one-off, guy. I had it open for about 2 seconds. I gotta open it again, but I didn't like work on it really or anything. Ooh, gives you. Hi, Weaver! I do suck, but in a fun way. I feel like I don't even suck. I'm just tired. So the vibes are real low. I think, okay. So I mentioned last week, I did get a new job. And unfortunately the new job has me working even earlier hours than before. So along with the fact that I might have to switch what day of the week I stream. It might be Saturday, because I think I'm gonna have both weekend days off, so it'll be easiest to guarantee a Saturday night or afternoon. But I now have to wake up at like 4 a.m. to get to work, and I'm in bed asleep by like 8, 9 o'clock. So now I'm just tired. So it's my bedtime right now. So that's why I'm a little low, as well as allergies. And maybe sick? I'm sure hoping not. Not cry! Wait, that reminds me. It's so funny watching all these Genshin YouTubers read through the website, which I can't believe updated while I was streaming last week. That was crazy. It's looking like it's gonna be based on half of my heritage. Nordic regions, wow! I actually almost, I don't know what I did. I got really excited though, because the workshop, it's a Krumkaga workshop. I know what Krumkaga is. I made it with my grandma last Christmas. It's a very yummy cookie. It's a cookie, it's got like a swirl. It goes like this. Imagine like a crepe kind of rolled over on itself. Kind of like that. There we go, it's a Norwegian cookie. Crunchy, it's got like a little pattern on it because you put it in a squish guy, like a, and you made it. Hi, cat! Hi! Oh, little guy got his balls cut off. Rip. Rip, little guy. Well, that's if it, okay, if it's Snezhnaya is the next point out, but I see a lot of, I hope this isn't the case, but I see a lot of the YouTubers are saying that Nagkrai is going to be the next, like, region, kind of, and we won't get Snezhnaya yet. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I had to turn it off for, there it is. This thing! It's like a rolled up little crepe guy. Oh. And you have to do it with your bare hands. So you kind of get a little bit burnt while you're doing it. I mean, my grandma did it. Ayo, cookie. But yeah, like, I personally was of the opinion that Nagkrai was going to be like a chasm type beat, where it's like a little in the middle region, but again, like a lot of people seem to think Nagkrai is going to be a 0.0 version in between Natlin and Snezhnaya. So like, I don't know. I wouldn't be mad about that though. After Natlin kind of flopped. Would you miss kind of a flop? I mean, it's not that bad. I won't say it's bad. It's just not what I was expecting and hoping for, which made me feel like it was bad in the moment. Yeah. So Natlin, it's very Power of Friendship-y, which that's not to say that Genshin wasn't before, but to like a higher extent, it honestly feels so much like My Little Pony. It's crazy. Which, again, don't get me wrong, I love My Little Pony. I was really into it when I was a kid, and I still like it now. But when I say Mawika, sounds exactly the same and talks exactly the same as Princess Celestia, I mean it. I say it with my whole chest. When I say that chosen Natlan warriors are exactly like the elements of harmony, look, I got a theory. Okay, we can do this now. What else am I doing? Nothing. We're gonna have a conspiracy board. So Mawika, is there I feel like there's stabilization on this. I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm turning it off entirely because usually it doesn't. Okay. Oh my god, Mawika, I can't spell Mawika. Why does this feel awful? It's like lag. Oh, whatever. For sure. Yeah. Natlan region in Genshin Impact is like, I don't know, pony friendship is magic. Yeah, but when I say that, like, she's got a very stern, serious kind of personality, but that isn't super intimidating, but it's just kind of there, and, like, in theory is really powerful, but ends up getting beaten a few times. And also, after the war is over and she's retired, basically, she likes to fuck with people by being, like, a little too coy and making fun of them a little bit and teasing them. It just reminded me a lot of when Princess Celestia would try to be, like, a normal person around other ponies, and they'd be like, oh, my liege! Traveler's Twilight Sparkle. Look, I was trying to connect them to the elements of harmony, okay? And I feel like kindness... Check me if I'm wrong. Auroron. Are we with it? Are we with it? This one's easy. Laughter. Mualani. 100%. 100%. But now things get a little weird. Generosity? Mawika's Sunset Shimmer. Real. For real. People are gonna come in here looking for... Look, if anything, if anyone comes in confused and wants to see the VTuber model, here it is. It exists. It's real. But I ain't touching it right now. It's not happening. Generosity. Okay. So I was thinking about this. Chaska. Chaska, I feel like, is loyalty. We could do that now just because we brought up... Oh my god. Loyalty. Thank you. Chaska. Just because, like, the way she reacted when... what the fuck was her name? Her sister died. She seems very, like, ride or die vibes. This isn't even what my handwriting... Well, okay, it is, but it's a little more connected because my tablet's being a little laggy, but... Thank you! I feel like generosity is Shalona. Not only just because I guess I associate generosity with creativity a lot, because of Rarity Best Pony, but, like, the fact that every time she forges an ancient name, it eats up a little bit of her life. Generous. Always making things for Mawiko just because she asked. Generous. Come on now. Hey. They'll get it, okay? If they're based, they'll understand. The little kid? What? Do you mean Ian-san? Who's the little kid? Oh, you talking about Kachina? She's not one of the destined warriors, though. No, you did mean Ian-san. No, Kachina, yeah. The little hamster. I could have done her for that one, but yeah, she's not one of the warriors. She does have an ancient name, but the warrior from her tribe is Shalona, not her. I don't blame you, honey, don't worry. I hadn't played basically at all either until Varesa came out. I played a little bit on my other accounts, but what inspired the channel name change? Basically just the old name was old. I made it when I was, God, how old was I? Maybe 13, 14? No, younger than that, maybe 12. Because it was back when I was still into MLP. Like, really into MLP. And it's spelled wrong because I was an idiot kid that didn't know how to spell. So I was like, you know what? If we're gonna do the content creator thing, I want to live that down. I need to live that down. So we put it in a box. I still have the logo though that still says it. Or does it say Crimble? No, it does say Crimble. I forgot. We can turn the logo on. I need to remake it though. It doesn't fit the new model. It's also really small. Yeah, for this long. Yeah. For so long. Because it kind of worked fine. I didn't hate it, but... Look, I'll tell the story because it's relevant. Yeah, it was really hard to get the name across. At least Crimble is a little easier to spell. It's like thimble, but, you know, K, and there's no E on the end. It's a little more intuitive. A little bit more, not that much more. I could add, you know, what if I just added an E at the end? Then I could say like thimble, but with a K. But anyway, my old username happened because I was on, I've told this story before, so some people might remember, but I was on fimfiction.net, not fanfiction, fimfiction.net, baby. I think it still exists. Yeah, it still exists. I have not played the April Fool's Minecraft. I think I might throw myself off a cliff. Never been much for roguelikes. I was on there reading perfectly normal fics, I promise you. And in the comments of a fic was somebody whose name was... I'm writing slow so that it's easy to read, because the spelling is important. This. Oh my god, hi Polly! You get to hear my embarrassing old username story. Someone's username was this. Colonel Crispy, as we all know. Shout out to fanfiction, yes. Past Sins is the only fic I really remember, at least of the non-scarring ones that I read on there. I feel like I should reread it and see if it was as fire as like 11-year-old me remembers. But I saw this name, Colonel Crispy, is how you know it is pronounced. But my dumb 11, 10-ish year old ass saw this and said, Colonel Crispy, that's kind of a cool username, but you know what would sound better? Colonel Crispy. I said, he's stupid for not making it Colonel Crispy. And then I was like, here we go. This looks about right. Which, I mean, I wasn't thinking of it like a corn kernel when I did it. Which is spelled like that, by the way. But, like, the fact that it's so close to it, but spelled wrong because of this, is crazy. And then... Crispy. So, you know... It's this whole first half, really, that made it embarrassing. Not embarrassing to an outside eye, but just I knew this story. And so I said, you know what? One of the ways I would change it up, I change it up a bunch of ways when I'm making stupid accounts on stupid games. Just do Crimble. And I thought that sounded kind of cute. So I kept it. Anyway, back on topic of my mental breakdown while I'm playing Genshin Impact. Because what do we have left? We have honesty and oh, it's just magic. That's all that's left, which is kind of hard. I don't know. Maybe we could just do honesty. Could be a Yansan, and then magic is the only one left. I guess Kenich can have it. He does have that weird little dragon, but. Yeah, this is a side quest stream, let's be honest. I'm just going with the flow. You ever fear that people would find out you had a YouTube? Not really. I mean, maybe coworkers would suck. But, I mean, I don't think they're gonna go looking. Otherwise, I don't really care. There's nothing that I'm not particularly, or that I'm not proud of on here. I guess this stream might be a little lower down on the list, but, you know. You can just be FR numbers like on Discord. I have to ask now, it's been what, like 2 years plus? Does the FR even stand for anything here, or is it just there? Unless it a video once because someone at your college came up to me as the YouTube. Oh my god. Yeah, I think at first, what did I even do on my YouTube at first? Guys, let's go on a journey. We can go open up my DeviantArt again like last week. What do you mean, Could be a color code. Oh, Kat, did you miss last week when we went on my DeviantArt? I'm pretty sure most of the people that are here saw it though, so it'd be kind of silly. Also, you've seen my DeviantArt a million times, Kat. You know what I could do? We could really make this a conspiracy and break out the Klyball. Aw, she missed it. Go watch last week's stream. It's in there. Anyone remember the cursed text? The Klyball? While I go see what my oldest videos are. Pick one to redraw? I could do that. Oh god. Do I not have any of the... No, yeah, that is my second year film, so it would be the first thing on here. Yeah, I guess my first video was a student film from SVA. Then some Homestuck. And then Dream SMP took over. And that's where a lot of the subs came from. Shout out to all the Dream SMP stands that stay subbed. Even though I don't do that anymore. I used to do speed paints. I should do speed paints again. Imagine if I finished something. That'd be crazy. Alright, let me pull up the DeviantArt. It won't be on screen. I'm doing this on purpose this time. You know what? Okay. I will show the DeviantArt just because I feel like we should pick one together. Oh, thank you, Kira! I don't know. It's so weird. I love to show off, but the second I get an actual compliment, I'm like... I like become goo. Why are you saying that? You're too nice to me. Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta show DeviantArt. Give me a second to go to my gallery, go to all. Okay, where is it? Oh, I don't have it in here? Hold on. Play capture. No, wait, that's not what I want. What am I doing? I'm losing my mind! Oh my god, window capture, thank you. Is it? Nope, that's just Clip Studio again. Alright, hold on. Here it is. Make it schmula. Then you guys don't need to see all the tabs of Firawaka that I was watching. We'll just leave it on top. It's not like it really matters. Okay. I'm in all. Hold on, and I want to have chat visible so I can see. There we go. Now you're on my main monitor. Hi guys, welcome back. We're here again from last week. Oh my god. We draw the oldest? Well, that's be kind of boring. Well, I guess not. It'd be kind of interesting to see how I draw like a cool Discord. Oh, of course I gotta do one of the really old ones. Those are the most fun. Look at it. And this is back when I was even older than Colonel Crispy. This is, look at this. Cake Monster. Cake Monster. Spelled C-A-E-K. That was on purpose. It was a purposeful typo because that was cool in like 2010 or whatever. 2013, I guess, but I didn't make it in 2013. And then no E on the end, it's just S-T-R. Classic. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! We're in the days of grabbing our parents' digital camera and taking a picture to upload on the computer days. Okay, because this is the first one. It's just a drawing of Discord kind of standing there a little bit off center. Oh wait, I put chat too close to me. There we go. Discord Lord English's code? I could. And the Cairo overcoat. Just kind of, I don't know, standing there looking at the camera with his arms crossed. It could be fun. I could draw a little Discord. Let me take a screenshot of it. God, that's so stupid. Look at the values on this. Like, come on. Nobody can see that. Use your head. Sorry, I'm done. Discord. No, not the website. Discord, I'm howling at the moon. Come on, get it right. Okay, we can put that back into OBS. Put OBS back over here. And here it is. Alright, I was like, I wanted it to be pastel. Well, you could do that, but make the outlines at least a little darker so people can fucking see. You silly goose. You silly little goose. Goose of silly. I'm keeping the layers about the elements of harmony, though. That's not going anywhere. Alright, boys. Chat. Gamers of all kinds. See, the instinct would be to just do the same pose, but no, I'm just gonna draw a Discord. We're just gonna draw a Discord in whatever pose I see fit. So we're gonna do something a little bit cool. Just get the general vibes going. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's not on a new layer. Shit, hold on. Undo. Okay. Going for like a classic kind of dragon pose, you know? Let me move him over a little bit because I want to add the wings in a little too. So we'll go over here. We'll just make that a little bit less, you know, instead of doing that, we'll just get rid of some of this god-awful purple background. So then I got a little more room to work with. Classic Deltarune characters? That could be fun. They've got pretty clear-cut motivations, outlooks. There was a Dave Strider in the Nightmare Night music video. Oh, yeah. I think I remember that. Should go back and rewatch that. Nightmare Night was kind of good. Not the raps, but you know, the piano at the start was good. Alpha Wolf Cat, confirmed. Okay, so technically it's a goat head, I think. But fuck that. He's getting more of a dragon-shaped head. Because I think that's cooler. How do you even draw a fucking antler, dude? I don't know, that's fucking close enough. And this was more of an antelope kind of vibe. Oh, I should have checked how long ago I posted that. Hold on, let me do that. We're gonna put a comparison. There it is. Oh, God. DeviantArt doesn't like to work like a normal website. It's a little old. I'm scrolling. There it is. Okay, when did I post this? So the original, I'll write it directly on here. God, I did it again. All right, hold on. I'll fix that normally. Was June 19th, 2012. Now we can pull that back up. Cut and paste. Because I didn't mean to draw that on that layer. Okay, now we're good. It was uploaded on April 7th of DeviantArt. What does that even mean? He's got big old bushy eyebrows. Oh, I don't know. Maybe something. I don't have the tab open anymore. I closed it. That kind of big? My head's a little big. I love cheating. There we go. That's better. Did he even have a beard? I don't think he did. I feel like he should have, though. Yeah. Whether like dragon whiskers or like a unicorn kind of beard, you know? Classical unicorn beard. I don't know how to draw like an antelope horn. That's not gonna be much better than this one. Oh, I just didn't do it on here. There we go. I fixed it. Oopsies! We add it back in. Okay? It's fine. Alright, now we gotta get a vibe going. It's like a regular one, but red. No, I refuse. I refuse to finish that sentence the way my mind wants to finish that sentence. We will not say it out loud. I am normal. We are normal. Oh, it's always so hard to draw things that are tubes. Tube creatures are always so difficult. What, you want it to be even on both sides? My god. There we go. Just draw through, man. Stop doing such small lines. Now you're gonna get a weird shape because you did such tiny, teeny tiny lines. Give me a size up. Silly goose. A little too big still. That's pretty good. Well, that's always fun. Doing the what if scenarios of drawing a character as a creature or a creature as a character. Not that creatures aren't also characters, but you get what I mean. It was just a nice shorthand in the moment. This is just unnatural. This here is not a fun bend. This is an unfun bend. There's no fun happening in that bend. Oh! Of what? Bibsy? I don't think she's done anything. I know people like to say she's done things. But there's never been... proven from what I know. Defending who? And I guess I'd have to see it, but... And, like, I've been on the internet too long. I know too much about what people consider to be, quote, problematic when it's really just nothing. So we'd have to get there when we get there. Whoa. I am. I don't know, I should probably change the title or something, but whatever. I'm tired. Too tired to do that. Let's see, how do I want to do this? So I feel like his collarbones would be like about there going this way. And this is where tummy is. This is where legs is. Or like arms is. I'm gonna trust myself here, and I'm not even gonna look up an actual reference. And at least know. I'm gonna say his right arm is the lion arm, and his left arm is the eagle arm, and I'm just gonna trust what I've done here. I have to believe that 12-year-old me at least put enough work in to know which arm was which. What do I want to do? Oh, I kind of picked like a weird angle to put the arms at. We'll go kind of like this for the eagle one. No weird tangents. Put it there. I just said no, but I shaved him, bro. You wore a lab coat. This is what the reference. It's very odd putting such muscular lion arms. Oh god, I don't even actually know how to draw a lion paw. If you don't notice here, I kind of just went and then went like that on the old one. I don't draw animals most of the time, okay? I draw ponies, but they don't count. They got their hooves in the show are just like that. That's not a hoof. That's not an arrow either. But to be fair, I looked away to look at chat. I did like occasionally, for a small period of time, try to draw more real horses, but not like real horses. It was just stylized horse that would look kind of cool. So I'd do like one of those, because I thought it looked cool, and then I'd put a little something and maybe the hair at the back, and then that's a horse leg with more lines. But not realism by any means, Hans. Look, I gotta channel my inner Laios and draw the world's sickest lion. I gotta think about how they simplified lion paws in Lion King. My animator forebears. You know, if this were to be a real piece, I would definitely just look up a lion. Oh, they made a pony model? I should do that. I should make a pony Emmy model. I've drawn Emmy as a pony before just because I like doing stuff like that for fun when I'm bored. I should do that for a model. That'd be kind of hard to rig though, no? Rotating the muzzle or whatever, the face. Ooh. Laios would never let me down. This is entirely unrelated, but do we know when season 2 is coming? Because I need to see that animated now. I'm very excited to see that animated. To see Laios living out his dreams on live TV. Made your first walk cycle? Hell yeah! I remember those days. They can be harder than you'd think. Do you have another one? I don't know. I think they do. Probably. Yeah, that's fucking close enough. How do I want to do the fur on this? I guess we could just give like a little bit of a floof there. And this is eagle. It's just some texturing. I'm also not gonna look up an eagle talon. But again, if this were to be a real piece, I would. Tangent where? What? This? This doesn't count because the line's going over here. I don't want to hear your tangents. I'm the one who's obsessive about bad tangents. I mean, it is cutting it a little close, but I'm not rotating the whole damn drawing I just did, okay? Because I'd have to rotate the pose and redraw the whole arm. So this is gonna have to do. It's a semi-realistic, mostly cartoony lion paw. Yeah, again, a lot of this is just drawing on me watching Lion King for this. This is probably going to be drawing on me being a massive fan of Guardians of Gahul for a million years, so it's going to be decent enough is what it's going to be. Hold on, for this, I need to fix this a little bit. I want to pick it up. I want to change. Hold on. Make it a little shorter. Oh, hold on. Whoops. Don't want to keep the aspect ratio right now. A little shorter. Maybe move it back. Here we go. don't know how to... I didn't plan out the pose either, which is kind of going to be my downfall. A little further. Like that, go like that, go like that. Push the pose. Push the pose. Very important in getting a cool and dynamic shot. Also, drawing raptors is a good way to learn how to draw bird legs, because they're basically the same animal. Oh, the people want to, what's a tangent? Oh god, okay. Well, there's probably gonna be an example on here somewhere. No, honestly, I didn't do too bad. I don't see anything too crazy obvious on here, so I'll have to draw one. So a bad tangent is basically when you're drawing something and you accidentally make lines that aren't supposed to be connected look like they're connected. Or if something is too close to something else, so it kind of blends together. So here, this little line for the paw was almost exactly touching this line for the body. So what you want is either something like this, where there's a little bit of space, enough space that you can tell it's different, or you could replace the paw here so that it's very clearly overlapping entirely, instead of like just touching that line. It helps to make a more clear pose, which honestly, even pushing the pose over there would be better anyway for the silhouette. But again, I'm not working that hard on this, okay? Even on this one, this, a little close, a little close. So for the clarity of the pose, I think I honestly would want to make the tail a bit thicker even down there, but you would like add a little more, a little something, something, to make it a little more clear. I might have an example somewhere in my files. Let me look at some of my art on here, but a lot of the art on this computer is all new stuff. That might be a little harder to find something like that. God, I just saw the one with Bingha and Shelly in the cave again. I can't open that on stream. Fuck, dude, I don't know which... I never finished. I drew this on stream. I never finished it. Maybe there's something on here? I should finish it. I love Jet. No. I have sketch dumps. Let me open a sketch dump. Yes, I'm a teacher now. I do a big teach. I gotta just, I guess, look at sketchy ones. This is so hard, because by the time I drew all these, I learned better. Where are my sketch dumps? Alright, we'll do this one. This one's got all my OCs in it. Surely there's a bad tangent in here somewhere. Surely. Because that was only the first example. Okay, you know what? This'll count. We'll count this. Hold on. This here could count. It's a little sloppy, but imagine once I lined this. So you were to draw this part here and be like, oh, so this is the coat bit. Oh, it's all of the coat. These are details. This is the belt. Wow, look at that belt. It looks like such a belt. But then the arm sleeve came right out of the same spot. It kind of blurs the aspects. Yes, it is Callum, my son. Anyway, it kind of blurs the lines, literally, haha, on what is a separate section of the drawing and what isn't. Or like if I was drawing the hood here and line arting it like that, and then I had the hair come directly out of it. Even if you do that, it still kind of looks like maybe the hair could be behind it. Maybe the hair is, I don't know, part of it. You don't really know. Or like over here on the ear, this is another bad tangent I could manufacture. I don't know what's going on there. It just makes it kind of harder to tell what the hell's going on. So you want to try to keep your lines clear. And things that aren't one continuous line in the reality of the art, you don't want it to be a continuous line, even though it's like, oh no, but that's obviously at a glance, even though it's obvious after you're looking at it, like, oh, that's clearly an arm and that's clearly a belt. Thank you, it is a very nice eye. It's very rare that I could do nice eyes like that. This is old as fuck and I probably haven't done that. Yeah, like an arm is suddenly thick or hair is somehow tied into the clothes or something. Yeah, you see it a lot with AI, actually. AI doesn't know what the fuck a bad tangent is. So it'll have hair, and the hair will just start, like, looping in on itself and becoming one. Or you'll see things just start to smear together. So it's something that you can work to fix in, and then you'll never get an AI accusation that way. Yeah, with vector art. So it might even become more intuitive with vector without even having to be told, because you realize, like, oh, these lines keep sticking together. I guess I'll just try to separate them, even if you don't necessarily have to. Here's another good area, actually. On the arm here. Wait, is this something? No, okay, that's an empty one. So if I were to, like, line the arm and then get to the sleeve bit, and then this isn't technically a line that goes there. This is just like a crease in the arm. So that's where the elbow would bend. But if I were to drag that all the way to the end, then you see down here, their gills. I could accidentally make the gill go straight into that. And then it's like, what's happening here? Now it looks weird. So what you do is you make sure that it's a little separate and a little separate. There we go. That's actually, I think, the clearest example I've done there. Because it looks really strange when there's like a perfect intersection there. And then it looks better. That's something that I had to get beaten into me freshman year of college. And hey, it worked. I never forgot. There's your impromptu lesson. Oh god, I always forget this is the one with the Wilbur and Quackity in here. Eat the AI. No, I don't want to assimilate the AI. I want to just burn it at the stake like that, yes. Yeah, I can imagine, and DeviantArt's pretty bad. Anytime I open DeviantArt now, it's just to look at my own account, so I don't even notice. You're going, bye Weaver! I'll miss you. Parasocial much, oh my god. Anyway, here's Penny with a gun again. That's me killing Weaver. He didn't leave to go do something, I got him. Oh, Kat, we should do these more, where we're just like in a call. I'm just doodling shit while we're in a call. Yes, this is the character that I used for the little quick tutorial. Shout out to Penny. She is my favorite test dummy. I made this character in freshman year of college as well, specifically because I was a little intimidated at making a whole animated film for the first time, even though I was only making a third of it because I had 2 other partners working with me. But anyway, so I made my character as simple and easy to draw as possible. Something I could really just... Forgot about this. There she is again, beating the shit out of Wilbur. Dream SMP. But she's very easy to animate in action poses since she's so simple. You can rotate her arms perspective ways very easily. Like this punch, usually, hold on, I don't have my, there we go. Usually very hard to draw in perspective like that. But since she's just a couple little circle lines. Should you make more fan art of me? Yes. Definitive? Yeah. Always. The answer is always. Yeah, there we go. Don't say that. But yeah, anyway, the lion arm just looks so weird. It looks weird. I think I have to redraw it anyway because I hate it. Fuck. Shit. Never get high standards, guys. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Rip your Wi-Fi. Hell yeah. We love understanding. Yeah, I'm making a new one. Don't worry. I kind of wanted to... You know what? Hold on. Wait. Bring it back. Bring it back real quick. Because what I actually want to do is use it as a reference and then kind of fix it. I don't want to lose my work entirely. I just kind of want to move it. Exactly what I said I didn't want to do, I'm gonna do. Rotate it and move it. And this is when the animation training comes in handy, because I'm used to taking a 2D image and moving it around like it's a 3D puppet. You got fought on how to draw anatomy? Oh my goodness. It's a good song. Even better Flash. But this one also probably reminds you of a Flash. Okay, and then before we start rounding the paws and making them look real, we're just gonna draw the little lines first again, because then I can kind of cheat. That's the problem though, like I draw it and then it just looks like a human arm, which I guess is fine. I will tell him. I don't even know what he's doing right now. But hi, Malik. What do you mean, why are you in a horror movie? Girl, what happened? Let's see, what other art lessons can I impart? Oh, the song? I don't know, man. Maybe because it's just the transcendent power of the green sun. PM. It reminded me of the way I love you. Never got to say that I do. Drowned, gone, just smile and let them go. Okay. I guess. Even though it feels really strange to just put some fur places. I mean, he's got the whole... the place where the fur color changes on his neck too, so that kind of smooths this a little bit. It's not just like entirely random. We can make it look kind of like a mane, I guess. Make it a little fluffier than it is in canon. You've been sans this whole time. Oh my god. Sorry, Vriska. It's sans songs now. You really did kill it. How far down is the mane supposed to go? I don't remember. And again, I don't know if I trust this. Well, there's not very good value for that. Sans as in the word, meaning without. Which actually technically kind of is the same sans, because sans' name is based on sans serif, which is a font. Basically meaning a font without serifs. A serif being, like, this is a letter A. I love teaching. The serif is this little thing where they do the little nubbins. Little nubbins. No nubbins. Only round. I'm sure a lot of people just think of Undertale just because it's so prevalent. Even if they knew the word sans beforehand. It's just sans skeleton now. See, that was about to be a bad tangent. Did you see that? Did you catch that, gamers? And I just started fixing. This is the perfect teaching moment. So this fur piece, if it would go back to that, was about to just blend directly into the top of the arm. Which I guess it could, and it wouldn't be too much of a problem. But it kind of makes it seem more like this side, where it's part of the fur directly attached to the arm. But this was meant to be more of a section of the floof, rather than an arm transition. Visual clarity, visual clarity. Are tangents good sometimes? Again, they can be, like I mentioned just there, it can imply a connection. So if you're trying to make it seem like things are attached, yeah, you want the lines to connect. He did it again! Oh my god, who will stop this man from not finishing his sentences? I guess who will not stop this man? Someone let him out. So like right here, how I kind of have it blending in to the rest of it without worrying about the tangents, because it is flush and directly connected to that section of the leg. Big ol' talons. No, your mom. Get Uno reversed, idiot. See, now I'm just doing line art at this point. I may as well. I gotta stop. I gotta go back to the original layer so I don't do this the whole time. Tendons. Homestuck credit song, yeah. It's sad, but also, why'd they make it such a banger? Now, I don't know if this would be considered... I think this is more about framing and posing and composition. But on the topic of bad tangents, you also don't want to do this if you're making a real piece. I guess this is a pretty easy fix that I can fix in 2 seconds after I merge the layers, but... having his claw go, like, right up to the edge of frame... bit of a no-no. You want to give him room to breathe. He's the focus of the piece, so you don't want to cut him off. You know? Wait, here comes the drop. Banger. Okay, now we can get rid of this. Now we can erase the old paw. And I guess we might as well erase that part while I'm at it. And merge the layers. And... boop, now we're better. Look, see, clearly I gotta stop myself. It's usually just because I don't plan out the pose first. So I end up having to shift things around as I'm going. Sometimes I'll even have to expand the canvas. Because inevitably I end up on the edge. I don't blame you. The sleepy's setting in for me, too. I did make it at least an hour. So at this point, any moment. I'll finish the sketch, though, first. For sure. Okay, so then this should be the dragon arm. This is kind of strange, having to stick legs on here. Where would I even put the hoof here? I don't know, I guess just like there. You know what, let's stick it maybe more like that, out that way, and then we can have this leg going kind of like... This sucks. I'm gonna move his legs a little further, either up or back, because it looks like garbage. Next stream, I don't know. I get my work schedules on... What day is it? Thursday, Friday, Saturday-ish, around there. So we'll have to see. And right now, my schedule is very weird. I will eventually have one consistent day off, but right now, the person I'm replacing is still there, so I'm just kind of getting squished in while I'm still training. But eventually, I'll be able to tell you. I'm hoping Sunday, because that's Homestuck Day. And it would be really fucking sad if I can't stream on the one Sunday that I can't actually stream the day of. Is Homestuck Day. That would be so sad. So, fingers crossed it's Sunday. What is this? Oh, a pen. I was like, why is it so big? What's happening? Yeah, you know what I could do? We can cheat it, even though I think it would be better anatomically if the legs were like here. But I think for the pose and like artistically, this is gonna be better. See, look, I'm not clear on the bottom now. Again. We'll fix it after I'm done drawing the pose. Here's one, there's a hoof. I want to pull it back more. Pull this one back more. Maybe I'll even bring that out forward even more so it's like he toesies out. Like bottom of the leg here. The bottom plane. Now you get to just watch me try to make an interesting pose out of such an odd body shape. I could just be like, guys, sorry. My forehead. But I do like money. So we'll have to see when we get there. Just put like one big ol' raptor toe there. This is just gonna look very similar constructionally to that because bird feet and reptile feet are very close. Yeah, hula hoop. He could be. I was about to say he's a god of chaos, but I don't think he's like a god. He's a draconiquist, technically. I think here I don't have to do a fur, like a hard fur thing, because it's a color that's a little closer to the body color. So we can do just like kind of a smooth transition there, rather than something as hard a line as that. Have I seen Shadow Milk Cookie? I don't think so. If it's a Cookie Run character that came out in the last 2 years, or like year and a half, no, I have not kept up. But they probably have a sick as hell design because every cookie in Cookie Kingdom looks sick as hell. Their character designers go crazy. Also, hold on. Change canvas size. There we go, I had to cave. I couldn't just shift it a little bit over, I had to move the damn... Ugh. This is like a dragon leg, though, like an actual genuine article. Yeah, let's put a little dew claw over there. There we go. There's where my lack of knowledge of how to draw a realistic equine leg. It's really shooting me in the foot here. Oh my god. Kira, that alt name is so goddamn long. I think I want this shoulder to be juicier. Not juiced enough. Not jacked enough. Illegal. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted. Do just like a little bit of musculature there. Nothing crazy. Just enough to imply that he's not just a literal PVC pipe. There's organs in there. There's a musculature going on. And now again, there's a lot of weird clutter that's going to be happening here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make the tail end here instead. Alright, in this case, I'm just going to use the eraser because it's bigger and faster. And have it come out somewhere a little different. And we will have a better pose with better clarity. Wow! All the stuff that goes into making a freaking drawing, man. Am I right? It's too much. It's too many thoughts I gotta have, man. Why can't I just draw? Well, the answer is you can. All this advice I'm telling you, sure, it would be good to have. But remember, drawing is just for fun for the most part. So you can just do whatever the hell you want and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Because you're the boss. You're the boss of your own art world. You know what, Kat? I think you should take a break. Every once in a while, you should slow it down, buddy. I just sparked an idea real quick. Because I did draw a human Discord once. Well, more than once, but I do remember one that's on my DeviantArt. It was actually in Vivsy's style, so that's gonna be something we gotta reckon with, I suppose. But I think it would be interesting to pull that up. I do also have one that I drew more recently where he looks kind of like Zhongli, which I think is very fitting with him and Fluttershy. But it could be a fun comparison. I don't know. I'm also tired, so maybe I won't do it. I could just post the difference in the Discord. Link in the description if you wanted to join. Then you get live updates. Not today, though. I was really tired, so I really wasn't on Discord at all today. I went invisible, I closed the window, and I said, Zhongli. I'll post the picture in the Discord. It's a drawing of human Discord and Fluttershy. Where he looks... The outfit was, like, unintentionally inspired by Zhongli. I just want to make the planes of his body a little more obvious. So, like, this is the center. going down that way. You can kind of use lines. Kind of denote that. Because then this is the halfway mark. Again, that kind of goes this way. And then up over the top again. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we're almost there. A little bit more detail down here, because apparently he's got little shit spikes. Stupid little idiot spikes. Which I think I want to start a little bit showing up before we get to the dragon section. The dragon tail. Snake tail. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. Because it'll kind of ease that transition a little more. Now here's where establishing the center... I love how this just turned into an unintentional lesson at this point. Where establishing the center of the spine comes in handy. Because the spikes are going to be running along the spine, so if you know where that is on the creature, makes it a little more easy to keep it consistent and following it and looking nice and a little interesting. And then we can just kind of add a couple little full scale details. Don't have to do the whole thing, that would be a bit cluttered. But just enough to imply that they're scales. You drew a skibbity toilet for me? Wow. Thank you. Welcome back, Amro. I ended up redrawing old art. Kind of. Yay. I just gotta add the wings. Which, I think on the original model go basically right behind the arms. But again, for the sake of the design, that's a little cluttered, so I might stick them over here. Maybe there, if you're lucky. I didn't really leave myself a lot of room here. So the bat wing is on this side, and then the bird wing is going to be over here somewhere. Put some texturing. I think the fur over here is a little longer. Not as long as up here. This is like the longest, I think. Yeah, like right over here. Below the beard. But again, this is where the clarity comes in. Now, I think in space, the part closest to the camera is probably the head, which unfortunately, since I shrunk it earlier, it doesn't look that way because the lines are thinner, which, get ready for another lesson. When it comes to line art and shorthand for distance from the camera, line weight can do a lot for that. I'm sure you probably, if you've watched tutorials on like tips for digital art, tips for line art, people have mentioned that line weight can do a lot. And that's not just in reference to distance to camera and how close something is, but it can also just be for visual interest, like in between lines like this. You can kind of make it a little thicker and it looks cool. Just looks kind of cool. You could do it in places that are maybe a little darker, making the lines a little thicker. Could be cool. I guess I'll kind of finalize the antlers now. Oh, this looks like garbage. See, again, if I were to make this for real, I'd look up a picture of a real antler. Because this is not it, Chief. Guess it gets the job done, but like, it looks like an antler at least, but it's not a good antler. It's like one step below the platonic ideal of an antler. There's another tangent. Make that bigger. Cover it up entirely. No confusion. No clutter. Well, less confusion, less clutter. This whole thing is clutter, so I guess we're not gonna avoid it entirely, but, you know, we can try. We can do our best. Also, TF2 griefing next week? Hell yeah. Unfortunately, next week is Homestuck Day. So I literally cannot do anything but Homestuck. Either a reading or working on the animation. Probably a reading, because I don't think I'm going to be able to focus on that. I can never work on streams. Honestly, this is the closest I've gotten, and that's just because I'm sketching. I can only ever sketch live. I cannot do line art or rendering. It just does not work. Oh, the antler would still be classified? Hell yeah. I'm imagining, I think if anything I would have had to turn these like tippy bits in space, because I think it kind of curves away from camera and then back towards camera. The base of it, like this section where you see my little mouse going. So then these would probably be like rotated a little bit, but I'm not fucking doing that, okay? Antlers are too hard already, okay? Forgot to add back in the claws when I redrew that. Alright, we'll do a little bit of erasing to clarify some stuff. Get rid of some erroneous lines that don't need to be there. Got a lot of those. Especially around the head when I first started. So this is a line that doesn't need to be there. This is a line that doesn't need to be there. Construction lines. Old lines from where I changed things. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. That's an arrow. Some little layer dirt. Oh, fire broke. Back to work. Someone from Cave Story. You know, I've heard a lot about, well, I mean, I've heard a lot of Cave Story. I still don't even actually know. Is it a game? This show? I don't know. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna erase the beard. We'll add it back in later. But I think I want to place the wings first, and then we can work the beard in a place that makes sense after. Oh. I'll make them a little smaller than I want to. Because usually when I draw new versions of, Discord, I make them real big. Because I think big wings look cool as hell. Oh, game, okay. Feeling really tired? It's not just me! I don't know, maybe, can allergies make you feel tired? Because, like, that's gotta be good. No, because it's social anxiety. That too. That'll do it. Oh, God. I don't know if Discord himself actually had a little claw on the wing, but he does now! Because I say he does. Oh, this covers up my cool transition I did. Wait, let me move it down a little bit. Now watch it be a drawing of me eating something. You mean Nikki? Doesn't that game like not have... I've heard it doesn't actually have like an objective or an ending. You just kind of wander around confused. And I know it's a really good game. But I don't know if I could do that. I'm also very easily scared, as we know. So I think I might die. Can I add like a little bit? Yeah, I think that looks good. Ooh. Oh, it's super. Thanks, Spike. Oh, stop. Best art streamer. You're gonna make me cry. I'm just a little guy. We're sleepy together today, too. In the spirit of twinsies. Do you guys think I should steal calling them soup from Crimson Ruse? Because I think that's really funny. If you get too scared of Humaniac, you'll be fully convinced you're AI. I don't think AI would get so scared of that. God, it just looks like such a small wing, but I don't want to cover up my cool art. It's fine. He can have a small wing. He's fucking magic, okay? Also, his wings in the show are really tiny. Okay, hold on. So this is where that connects. This would be kind of where the other wing connects. I guess maybe I'd want to go for kind of like a... I wouldn't want it to be too big because you want it to be balanced. Maybe we can kind of have it curve inward. That one curves outward, so this one can curve inwards a little. Well, not like that. Oh god. Have like a little bit of the front end. Gotta remember how the hell to draw a wing. Oh god, it's been a while. We're gonna have multiple layers of this. Oh, the temptation to just go cartoony. You underestimate my ability to get immersed. My immersion. Okay, we also gotta be careful with this wing because it's right behind the eagle hand. So you don't want it to be too detailed. Because then it's gonna look really busy. You gonna hop off? That's okay. I'm probably gonna go soon too, just because I'm sleepy. I'm tired. That should be a little longer. Wings are hard. Again, I'd look up a real picture of a wing if this were to be a proper piece. But it's not. So I can give up. Smile. So I can say, you know what? Close enough. And move on with my life. Here we go. Just erase the bits that we wouldn't see. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I think the tail would be behind that, right? I think so. Originally it was coming up before the body, in front of the body. See, now again, this is a little bit of a tangent of unpleasant. Posing, I guess. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way Discord should be able to fly. You know what? Okay, we're not even gonna think about it. I'm not even gonna think about where it connects to the shoulder. I'm just gonna think about rule of cool, baby. Rule of cool. What looks cool? You're just going like that. Having it come out behind. It's like sticking out like that. Rule of cool, I say, and then it's the stupidest shit you've ever seen. I don't know, I feel like maybe we wouldn't even see any of it. Hold on. Maybe it'd just literally just be like a little corner, maybe with like a feather or two sticking out. And then we can move it up like that. Rotate it a little bit. Bad tangents, but we can fix that easy. I just... Boop! Done. Gone. This game called... No. Rule of cool is best rule. That's the thing. A lot of times you can break the rules. Break the rules of anatomy for the sake of the rule of cool. But it does help to know the anatomy in the first place, to then know how to break it so that it looks cool and not just like they have broken limbs. But you can start by just winging it for sure. Yeah, sure, whatever. Why not? There it is. That's a bird wing, guys. It looks like it, right? Totally. Like, you just wouldn't see it, okay? You just wouldn't really see a lot of it. What am I supposed to do? Anyway, there he is. Discord My Little Pony. Looking Gorgina. Oh yeah, there we go. Put that back on. Cool. Wow, he's so pretty! Looks like a plate. What does that mean? Wait, I gotta write down April 6th, 2025. There it is. What is that? 13 years later? Crazy. The stupid wig. See that bit? No, that bit just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I gotta get rid of it. It's just, honestly, even that doesn't make sense. There. You just see a nub. There's no crumbs because he ate up. You know what? Hold on. Let me just make it... I want to put a little bit of color. I'm just going to do flats. But I do want to add some color. We're going to go for multiply for the lines. Just use a big old brush here. I'm not going to color pick because these colors are a bit odd. We can start with the hen. Oh, I didn't draw his big old tooth. Well, it would be on the other side anyway. Whatever. I'd have to cheat it in. Where's my pen? There it is. I gotta go even lighter? That's crazy. Oh, I didn't add the beard back in! Fuck! Hold on! I'll do it in a second. Hold on. Shit! Ah! Can you imagine? More clutter! More clutter! Ah! Hold on. See, there's the tangent problem. So we're gonna squeeze one in there. Not as cool a shape as before, unfortunately. That's okay. I'll live. Something tells me I'll live. Discord's beard isn't as cool as it was before I fixed everything. Alright, I think I kinda... There we go. It's a cool enough beard. Does the trick. I think those are the only things that are that color. Oh, actually I can make the antler that color. That's a nice ivory kind of shade. Gotta do the mane. Don't like that. Make it warmer. Still don't like that. Make it warmer. Put this back to multiply before I cry. There we go. Now everything looks cooler. You can keep it a mystery if you don't want to share the update, or you can share the update. No, you can do what you want. Chase your dreams. I will never look gift fan art in the mouth. I'm getting too particular about this hair. It really does not matter. This is another thing I kind of like to do. It depends on what art style I'm going for. Because, like, if it's a bit more cartoony, I won't bother. Yes, make her pay. Imagine Discord beating the shit out of Vriska. But I like to go back in and kind of just, like, add some extra fucked upness to the hair. Give it a little more zhuzh. Make it look a little more untamed. That should be a little more red looking. That's okay. Could maybe go a bit darker, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I'm glad to be bringing people over to the, I don't know, the dark side. It's not dark side. Guys, you think I could be a furry artist now? I think I could do it. And throw. Like, let's be honest though. Discord, if not the original character design, the swagger he had, the panache. I'm just channeling what he already had. I mean, I did draw a persona a couple of times, but like, I don't think I'm particularly good at drawing anthro. It's definitely not a comfortable style or subject for me. Honestly shocked after being into My Little Pony as a kid that didn't happen. Like, Equestria Girls is right there. Oh, I mean, I don't know. Best tip I got is just, there you go. I got some over here. I don't know, you just draw a line. Turn up my sketches. There you go. There's a bunch of me's. Yeah, but to be fair, that Discord is an anthro. That's a dragon creature. Circle. The letter C. You're like, I already have that picture pulled up. Sorry, dog. That's all I got. Hold on. Do I have anything else I could pull up in here that has... I've drawn a lot of myself. Because I'm a little full of myself, so... Does this have... There's some more. Here's the other design I made that I never turned into an actual model. Also with the Fatui outfit on, because why not? I thought it matched. You're so right, too. Quick, take your screenshots. Rare, unused Emmy pictures. You know, I think you are right, though. The Fatui uniform does look a little bit like the... Don't put me in the jar! You just hear a clink and... Oh, hi, Rainbow Dash. What are you doing here? Oh, different kind of jar. Sorry, I'm on the topic of My Little Pony. Go sell the Emmys on the black market. And I might have more. More rare Emmys. Yeah, I do have Emmy AUs. Here's more. Wow. I don't remember what I was reading. I think I was reading a story and it just made me want to draw like a ballroom outfit. And a little robbing people in a back alley outfit. Piece of mandarin. Yummy. A Y works too. If you're at a front angle, the ever classic, you go ba and then the ba. Well, that's not, you know, just kind of, there you go. But it also depends upon chest size and what outfit they're wearing. Sometimes there could be like a bit of a space in between, and there's just like a little shaded area. I've done a lot of figure drawings in college. Lab coat. You know, this is lab coat adjacent, right? Surely. This is also using the unused model as a reference. Anyway, back to coloring. Comically Lawrence Lollipop. Are you just talking about Screwball? Screwball in a lab coat? I know the lore. You can't cite the ancient texts at me. Okay, so that color is horrendous. It's like highlighter yellow, so we want to go for something a bit more actually lion colored. A little dark. We'll go a little lighter. You can go a little more yellow. That's okay. Maybe a little desaturated, but I'm not about to fiddle with colors for half an hour. For a drawing I'm not even going to post anywhere. You'll get it one day, Kira. There you go. Don't take away my radio. I'll give it a little more saturation. You can have a little more saturation as a treat, okay? But only a little. Speaking of, I guess I could do the horn. Which, by the way, why is his, like, little thing... Why is it blue? Why is it a blue horn? I mean, yeah. Creature of chaos. But, like... I don't think any creature has a blue horn. He's supposed to be made up of bits of other animals, but, you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Like, why do I care? Now, since his body, like, his main tube... is the same color as the eagle feathers, do you think his whole tube is just covered in the little feathers? Ponies aren't purple either. Yeah, but like, he's mostly real colors. Mostly. The Batwing and the Pegasus wing, they're a little different. I'm different. Now the eagle claw actually can be very yellow. Because those fucking things are violently yellow in real life. They have black claws? I think they have black claws. I don't know. The talons. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna take this, make it a little less saturated, and just fill it in. I'm running with this assumption. Nobody tell me otherwise. Very intense though. Jeez. The talons are black. Let's go! Oh yeah, weren't you literally just watching a documentary on that? That's funny. Orpal. Why he Orpal? You know what would make this a lot easier? If I just did this on a lower layer. That would make sense. Now I don't have to draw around what I've already colored. Look at that. Like magic. I love layers. Burple. Harpy eagles specifically. It's a harpy eagle claw. Specifically. Oh, see, now that looks really... I think I could up the saturation on both of those, because now next to the purple, it looks crazy. Make it a little darker, too. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Still not highlighter, though, but it's a little better. A little more intensity to those colors. Color is my least favorite part of the process, by the way, if anyone was wondering. I find color to be frightening. And kind of a pain. What color is that? That's kind of good. A little less. Yeah, there we go. Actually, I shouldn't go down that far. Green. Should I go with like a aqua? No, I think a more yellowy green would look nice. More neon! I find color frightening. No, dude, you don't understand how long I spent just trying to get the fur. I saw it 2 seconds ago. Hold on, you need to see this. Y'all know what my normal model looks like, right, guys? Where is she? I literally saw the color test 2 seconds ago. There it is. I've put this up before. This is what it used to look like. Nothing close. Honestly, it's ugly. It's so ugly. I took so many tries. It took so much. I had to work so hard to just figure it all out. And it's so... only to then come up with the actual... But even this took a million years and a million tests. Because I was so set on the deep sea theme for a while. Dude, you said that joke was top tier? Bro, I don't even remember what I said. But like going from that, it's like... complete opposite. Oh god, where'd I put the lines? There they are. Crazy. The grayscale tactic? Yeah, but that's for values. When like I need a palette. So honestly, the values on this could probably be a little better. Oh, thank you, thank you. I don't know, it just felt so intense and wrong. It was based on Sea Angels originally. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm a moth now. Pink and yellow is a lot easier to work with. There we go, a little more colorful. I was literally up for hours just trying to make the colors work on the original Emmy model. Okay, so then I kind of want to do something comparable to this. Like a little lighter and a little more red. Yeah, like that. Oh, I'm still in the lower layer. Go up here. And now put her back to a sea angel. Double octopus, let's go! I mean, I kind of... Well, no, it wasn't very emo, the other model. Wait, close that. Shut up! I feel like I gotta take her out every once in a while since I never... I'm gonna use her. Who's closer? No, it's still not really emo. Still very cutesy. But it's got like a leg belt. That's something, right, guys? It's got a choker. It's emo. It's not emo. I used to dress emo, but now I'm more of a pastel goth in my daily life. So this was leaning more into pastel goth than anything. This one's your favorite. Look, one of these days, if I save up, I might just pay someone else to rig it, because I don't want to do that. This one's got too many layers. I don't even want to look. I'm not looking over there. This over here, see all these folders? There's folders within folders. We got new people here. They haven't seen the fixins of a model yet, which are over here too. But it's a lot. It's too much. It's too much. I hate thinking about it, so I won't. There we go. There we go. Then we're gonna go back up to the top layer, and we just want to make it a little lighter and a little more, even lighter. Even lighter. It's not enough. Not enough contrast. There we go. Wait, less saturated though. Maybe a little more towards yellow. Yeah. No, but now we want a little more saturated. Dear God. Finally. That is the correct color. I think I'm finally getting the hang of color though. Bang your head up against the wall enough times and eventually the information kind of sticks. This looks pretty cohesive. I think the arm here could still use some work. Finagling, but generally I think we're fine. There we go! Colors! What a guy. Yeah, Live 2D's a lot. It's a cute little mauvey pinky thing. Love a good choker, it's true. Yippee! And now, you know, since I'm here, while I'm here, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna hit multiply. Multiply. Get a nice middle purple. I've always found purple is the best color for this. I have chosen this direction for the light. Oh, hold on. We can make this a clipping layer. What? Oh, hold on. There we go. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. Foot. Oh goodness. Is it really that bad on Mac? That's so funny. I wouldn't really know. I mean, I think I tried to use it once on my MacBook that I got for college. But at the time I wasn't really prepared. I didn't have a model to work with in it for the free trial, so I kind of just wasted it, which is really sad. This is very harsh lighting. I'll fix it later. What moth am I based on again? The rosy maple moth. The main 6? Wait, do I have that file? I don't know if I ever finished it. I think I have it though. Yeah, I do. There it is. There they are. Sorry, Rainbow Dash and Applejack. I never got to you. I started this, I think, at least 2 years ago. I forgot about it for a while. After I made it up to Fluttershy, I forgot about it for like a year. And then did half of Applejack and then forgot about it again. So there they are, cutie pies. Rarity's my favorite. She's beautiful. There we go. Finishing off the ponies. Mm, 3D space. 3D space is hard. Why do I do this to myself? I didn't even have to do this. I just said I'm doing it. And then I regretted it immediately. Shading. Oh no. Hold on. Like that side of it. Just a little bit of blur for that bit. A lot of blur for these bits. A little bit. A lot of bit. A little bit. A little bit. A lot of bit. A little bit too big. Oh, whoops. I do have a Discord, which, by the way, you should all click the link in the description and go join it and hang out. We can all have a great time. Talking about nothing. Just waiting for Sunday to roll around, really. There we go. Lighting. Not good enough. Actually, you know what? Hold on. You should go on top of everything. Color dodge what I want? Maybe. Good enough. There it is. Ooh. What are we talking about? I don't want to know. Yeah, if you're in top chat, certain things won't show up. You could just switch to live chat and then they'll be there. It's for the sake of just not having that stuff on the screen directly, you know. A little bit lower. There it is. Wow, he's Gorgina. Zoom out. Save the image. Discord, I'm howling at the moon. What's the name of the file now? Ow! I don't want to draw the toilet. That's not happening. No. Actually. Kira. Discord, whatever did we do to make it away? You know what? Just for y'all. Let me just put all this in a folder. So that I can turn it all off in one go. You know what I'll do? As the last parting gift, I'll draw a little penny. With all that. Why is she tilted? Tilted in the towers. Actually, I want her to be a little smaller. Too big. That's not a little penny. That's a big penny. I'm doing it! A bogus. Yeah, every time I draw a penny, she starts out as like a little weird Among Us shape. She's a little short. I mean, she's always short, but like a little too short. There we go. This is the shittiest penny I think I've ever drawn. Kind of funny. Oh fuck, I need the propeller hat. Wait. I got too into the groove of just drawing Penny like normal. Comically large lollipop. No, you get a pout. That's the best you're gonna get out of her. Oh, that's why she looks weird. I forgot her scarf. I was like, why is she looking strange? There we go. Got like little Powerpuff Girl legs. Maybe I just want to fix the angle. There we go. I thought it would look cool like that, but it just looks weird. Fix it. She's beautiful. A lollipop. There we go. Here she is. You got your lollipop. Oh, fuck, a lab coat. Yes, she is. We'll give her a lab coat. I forgot it immediately, but I remembered. I remembered. What's going on top of the sweater? There she is. Hold on, I think I can get a cooler flip going. There we go. I like that angle more. It's more fun. It's more dynamic. There's like a cool wind happening now. Probably go like that. Or like this hair. Would it be on the other side? No, I don't think it would actually. It would go there. I got it right the first time. And since it's windy. Fuck. The propeller head is spinning. There we go. She's just vibing. I feel like it should just have like a little cut in it. That feels like a thing a lab coat would have, right? Yeah. Anime OP Penny. She's got a lollipop and a propeller hat. She's the prototypical small but angy. Would she be Breath? I don't know. She just kind of does whatever. She's not a fully realized character in my mind, despite her being in a film. Weirdly enough, she's got very Kachan energy in how she... not nearly as violent, but... reactionary fuck off loser vibes. Her way or the highway. So I don't think she would be Breath. Breath is very go with the flow. I don't think she's good at that. She might even be maybe more life. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to review my notes on class specting. My ass does not remember everything. I'm Breath though. That's why I instinctually know what Breath is. Oh, it was my first student film in college. It is not posted anywhere because it is very old work. And it's also not just my work. It was a collaborative film with 2 other people. 2 of my mods, actually. We're still very good friends to this day. Kat and Rose. I forgot lines. Oh my god. I don't even know my own fucking character designs. There we go. Host it? No. I was about to say I even made the soundtrack, and that's embarrassing, but I did that for all of my films, so. Oh, wait! Here we go again. Look at this. Hold on, I'm making a new layer for this specifically. Can you guys find the bad tangent? Not that you could point it out for me, but there's a really bad one on here. Oop, there she is. found it. Yeah, the scarf. It's like Dora. There we go. That's better. This one's also a little bit not good. Just pull that up a little bit. There we go. Gordina. Teach kids to cuss. Good night, Kira. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go too now. I've finished my doodles. Doodling complete. I saved it with Penny. I'm not even gonna put it back to Discord, so there's just gonna be a file in my folder called Discord I'm Howling at the Moon, and this is gonna be the thumbnail. We can leave me up, since I don't have my model on, and it'd be awkward to switch over to the just chatting without the model. You don't have to thank me. I tugged you around and led you on with a Gartic phone stream. Look, one of these days, one of these weeks, I'm gonna do one, so you guys should click the link in the description to join the Discord so you know when I'm finally actually doing a Gartic phone stream. I did one ages ago, and it was really fun. I just need to be prepared for big chat interactions, you know? Next week might be me playing Team Fortress 2. No, wait, next week is Homestuck. Fuck. Homestuck, I have three streams in there. Next week is definitely... We could actually do Gartic phone, but Homestuck themed. I don't know how many of you guys know about Homestuck for the most part. I know a few of you don't. Like Lucid doesn't, but I don't know about the new people. Don't know anything? Yeah. Because that's the problem with doing like only one theme. Yeah. It's kind of hard to not heard of it. I bet you can draw a mean platonic ideal of a car cat. But yeah, we could do Gartic phone a different time. Next week will be a Homestuck stream. I don't know if I'll be able to do it on actual Homestuck Day, but I will do a reading. So even if you don't know about it, feel free to join in and listen through it. Read through Mid-Act 6. Oh, wow. I read the whole thing multiple times. Yeah, come join us. It's gonna be next week at some point. Hopefully Sunday. Hopefully. I can let you guys know probably Friday or Saturday, but it sucks that it's so close. My last job was nice because we were closed Mondays, so I knew every Sunday night I was gonna be free, but now it's a bit up in the air until I get settled. You know, it's just how it goes. But yeah, anyway. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this whole time, despite it being such a mess and me promising Gartic phone, etc., etc. Sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles. Baking pun. But, I'll see you guys again next week for a nice little audiobook reading and chat interaction bonanza. Awoo! Yeah. What's my favorite book? Don't worry, I got a button for that. SVSSS. There it is. Gunvillain Self-Saving System. I wouldn't say it's a particularly academically great book, but it is one I like a lot. Homestuck. Yeah, we'll have Homestuck next week. It's gonna be me reading your bedtime story. If you don't know about Homestuck, that's great. You could just not pay attention and have a nice nighty night. Having themes for Gartic phone, I'm not sure, because that's kind of hard. I mean, we can pick something, like a couple things that we're all gonna know about. So, like, I don't know, Genshin's probably pretty safe. A lot of people know a lot about that. Y'all watched My Hero Academia? We could draw some Kachans. Sorry, I've been rewatching it. It's just on the brain. Make a Deku or two. We can figure that out day of, though. Or in the Discord, we can talk about it before we get there. But, you know. Anyway. I don't want to stay up too late. Because, again, for my job now, I have to get up at 4 a.m. to get there on time. So I don't want to mess up my sleep schedule too much before I have to go back again. So I'm going to go. No hour-long chatting section today. I'm sorry. Yeah, Momo's outfit is really... Look, I don't mind a contrived, skimpy outfit. I just think it's ugly. Like Horikoshi, that is a rare, ugly-ass outfit for you, honey. Anyway. You hate it every second? That's so sad. Season 4 is a banger, though. Anyway, sorry, I have a Danny Mata video to watch. Okay, he's finally watching, fucking Season 2 of Gravity Falls. I'm very excited. Yeah, I mean, look, it's anime. It's gonna happen. Unfortunately. Just the name of the game. You know? You get used to it. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure Mineta is just like a joke. It's meant to be funny. I don't find it very funny. I just think he's a gross little man who should be punted out of the school. I think Aizawa really should have fucking kicked him out and expelled him. Anyway. But I don't think he's meant to be. Really? Oh, well, that's unpleasant. He does get better. Mina fucking Clockwork Oranges his ass and he stops. Thank God. Because Mineta sucks. Nobody likes Mineta. I'm glad Mina Clockwork Oranges him. Fix him, honey. Fix him. But again, better yet would have been Aizawa just fucking kicking him out day one. Deku X Nomu. Oh my god. You can pry Hiroaka out of my cold dead hands. Yeah, a little bit. Because wasn't it... Sorry, I'm fucking having an hour long just chatting again. But wasn't he at the bottom? I don't remember. I watched this semi-recently, but to be fair, I was only half listening because I was doing something else at the time. But didn't he come in last? Just fucking... Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled! But yeah, you know what? He's pretty easy to ignore. He's just kind of in the background. Again, I had been watching anime for years by that point, so I was very used to the culture around it, so... It is what it is. How'd he even get in? Oh, he's just fucking good, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. Stronger than you. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. It's bedtime. It's bedtime. It's bedtime. It's bedtime. And you cannot drag me back in. We can talk about anime next week while I try to read Homestuck. But anyway, I already did my spiel. I'm not doing it again. I love you. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next week. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.